Let me tell you something most men never realize until it's far too late. Men rarely lose their peace because of enemies. They lose it because of the women they let too close. It's not always the betrayal that breaks you. It's the slow leak of focus, energy, and purpose that happens quietly, while you're still calling it love. Every great man who fell didn't simply fall to temptation. He fell because he gave access to the wrong woman. The truth is, the wrong partner can cost you your mission, your discipline, your confidence, even your sense of self. And yet, too many good men ignore the warning signs, hoping things will somehow fix themselves. Before we go further, let me introduce myself. I'm Coach Jane. I'm not here to attack women. I'm here to protect you, your mind, your purpose, your heart, your future. So before we dive deeper, take a moment to subscribe and like this channel. Not because I'm chasing numbers, but because this is a space where men learn to see clearly, to heal, and to lead their lives with strength again. There are 6 types of women you should never date. 6 patterns that look harmless at first, but quietly dismantle a man's spirit. And if you stay with me till the end, you'll hear the most painful one, the mistake even good men make, the one that drains dignity from your soul. 1. The attention addict. Her true lover isn't you, it's the spotlight. She thrives on validation, applause, and the constant gaze of strangers. You can give her your loyalty, your focus, your affection, but it will never fill her. You may think you're competing with other men, but you're not. You're competing with the entire world, and no one wins that battle. As Jung once said, people wear masks they mistake for themselves. Her mask isn't her face, it's her audience. At first, her energy feels electric, exciting, magnetic. But soon you'll notice every private moment becomes public, every shared memory staged for strangers, and your peace traded for attention. A wise man draws his boundaries early. The more you excuse her craving for validation, the more she'll starve your soul. Most men call this a phase. It isn't. It's fuel, and when it runs out, so does her interest. 2. The gold digger money bag. This woman doesn't truly see you. She sees what you can provide. Every smile, every "you're amazing" is carefully calculated, an investment in her next luxury, not your shared future. She studies your wallet, not your heart. Her affection isn't free, it's financed. You'll know her by the little things. She'll ask how your weekend was, but never what your dreams are. She'll talk about the next vacation, not your next goal. Every conversation circles back to what you can buy, not what you can build. And when your money slows down, her attention fades even faster. It's not love that dries up, it's her motivation. Seneca said it best. He who indulges empty pleasures empties himself. The more you give, hoping to win her heart, the more you lose your own sense of worth. You're not earning her love, you're leasing her loyalty, and every lease comes with an expiration date. Here's the truth. Generosity is noble when it flows from the heart, but when it becomes the entry fee to keep her close, you're no longer in a relationship, you're trapped in a transaction. If you've ever been through this kind of love, drop a "never again" in the comments. It's time men start recognizing the difference between a partner and a passenger. And keep watching, because the next woman on this list doesn't care about your bank account. She thrives on something far more dangerous: chaos. 3. The party girl. She's magnetic, full of energy, always chasing a new thrill. At first, it feels like adventure. Every night is laughter, bright lights, music, and that rush that makes you forget the world. But soon you realize you're not her calm. You're her audience. You're not her anchor. You're just a passenger on her carousel of novelty. The nights grow longer, her stories harder to believe, and you start wondering why her phone lights up more than her eyes. The truth? You were never the destination. You were a detour from her restlessness. The nightlife and attention are her escape, what psychologists call a flight from the self. But you were never meant to be her security guard at a party you didn't throw. You're here to build, not babysit. And when you try to calm her chaos, it doesn't become peace. It turns into resentment. Chaos doesn't die. It just changes costume. And that leads us to a more deceptive kind, the one who drains men quietly without ever raising her voice. 4. The narcissist. At first, she's magnetic, confident, radiant, impossible to ignore. You think you've finally met a woman who knows her worth. But soon, you realize something unsettling. She doesn't actually see you. She only sees her reflection through your admiration. You become the audience in a one-woman show, clapping for her confidence while slowly losing your own. Your needs fade into background noise. Your dreams become distractions. She doesn't want a partner. She wants a mirror that never cracks. And mirrors don't get loved, they get used. When you're in pain, she disappears. But when she's hurting, you're expected to drop everything. Her apologies sound thoughtful. I'm sorry you feel that way, but those words are hollow. That's not remorse. That's control wrapped in charm. The Stoics once warned, don't argue with a tyrant. Withdraw your energy. Because in her world, your love is her fuel. The more attention, validation, and patience you give, the smaller your sense of self becomes. Narcissists don't seek connection. They seek supply. And here's the truth most men don't want to face. You can't negotiate peace with someone who thrives on emotional war. You either build walls of boundaries, or you'll vanish trying to love someone who doesn't know how to return it. Keep watching because the next woman doesn't hurt out of ego, she hurts out of habit. 5. The Promiscuous Woman. She walks into a room and instantly commands attention, confident, spontaneous, free. To many men, she looks like the dream, a woman who embraces pleasure without guilt, who lives for the moment and doesn't play by society's rules. But that's the illusion. Behind that freedom often hides a quiet emptiness she refuses to confront. Every fleeting connection teaches her how to detach more efficiently, to feel, to enjoy, to exit, and then to start over before emotion catches up. What began as liberation turns into emotional numbness. Stability starts to feel like a trap. Genuine affection feels too heavy. Only novelty feels safe. At first, she'll make you feel like the chosen one, the man who truly understands her, who makes her feel seen. But soon, you'll notice the drift. The late replies. The sudden distractions. Try to reach for depth, and she'll accuse you of trying to cage her. To her, consistency feels like control. If intimacy feels cheap to her, then loyalty will always feel too expensive. And the man who pays that cost is the one who loves her sincerely, hoping she'll stay when she was never built to. The Stoics taught that discipline isn't just about what you do, it's about who you let near your peace. A man without standards ends up wandering through hearts that were never meant to be home. 6. The woman who doesn't love you. She doesn't ruin you with chaos or drama. She ruins you with comfort, the kind that keeps you hoping. She may laugh at your jokes, accept your gifts, even lean on your strength, but she does not love you. No amount of chasing, fixing, or proving will change that. You can fight for her attention for months, sacrifice your dignity, and still, her heart will stay closed. Persistence feels noble, but when it's directed at the wrong person, it becomes self-betrayal dressed as loyalty. You think she'll come around, but she won't. The longer you fight to win her, the harder you'll fight to keep her. That's the cycle, the slow bleed that drains good men of their time, peace, and purpose. Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. You'll call it destiny when it's really denial. You'll say she's the one, even when your soul knows she isn't. The cost? Your peace, your focus, your mission. Every moment you spend trying to earn love from someone who's already decided you're not the one is a moment stolen from the man you could become. Respect yourself enough to walk away. The right woman won't make you chase her through confusion. She'll meet you with clarity and peace. I don't say these things to make you bitter. I say them to protect you. The wrong woman doesn't just cost you money. She costs you focus. She costs you years. She costs you. This isn't about blaming women. It's about saving men. It's about saving you. Your peace is priceless. Your purpose is non-negotiable. Your energy is sacred. Build your strength. Grow your income. Expand your mind. Sharpen your mission. Because when you do, you stop being an option, you become the standard. The right woman will never pull you away from your path. She'll align with it. She'll multiply it. And that's the truth most men forget while chasing the wrong one. Stop fighting for what drains you. Start choosing what builds you. That's how men rise. That's how you rise. If this message hit something real inside you, like this video and subscribe, not for me, but for yourself, for the men still fighting in silence. And comment below, what part hit you the hardest? Your story might just help another man wake up and heal.